Hello and welcome to Easy English Chats. I'm Paul.
And I'm Eva. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the show.
So, Easy English Chats is a podcast for people who are learning English. Every episode, Eva and I just have a normal, natural conversation about everyday life, everyday topics. And the idea is that by listening to us chat, you can pick up real conversational English.
Exactly. We try to speak clearly, we use everyday vocabulary, and we keep things simple and fun. You don't need to understand every single word. Just relax, listen, and enjoy the conversation.
And if you hear something interesting, a word, phrase, try to write it down. Listen again later. That's a great way to learn.
Great tip. Okay, so today's topic. Paul, what are we talking about today?
Today, we are talking about rainy days.
Oh, I love this topic.
So the question is, what do you do when it's raining all day? Like a proper, gray, miserable, stay inside kind of day. Do you go outside anyway? Do you bake? Do you watch TV? Do you read?
Yes, because I think everyone has their rainy day routine, you know? Everyone does something different.
Totally. And this topic is also really useful for your English because we're going to be using a lot of future language today. Phrases like I'm going to, I might, I'll probably. So listen out for those.
Yes, and lots of weather vocabulary too. Okay, let's get into it.
So, Eva, let's start with you. When you wake up in the morning and you look outside and it is just gray, rainy, miserable, what is your first reaction?
Honestly, my first reaction is happiness.
Really?
I know. Some people find that strange, but I genuinely love a rainy day. Like, I look outside and I see the gray sky and the rain on the window, and I think, oh, perfect. This is going to be a good day.
That's interesting. I think I'm the opposite, actually. My first reaction is a little bit of disappointment, like, ugh, rain again.
Really? But then what do you do?
Well, I mean, after the initial disappointment, I kind of accept it, and then I start thinking, okay, what am I going to do today? And actually, I think rainy days can be really productive in a way.
Yes, I completely agree. I feel like on a sunny day, there's almost this pressure to go outside, you know? Like, you should be outside, you should be doing something active.
Right. And on a rainy day, that pressure is just gone. You have a kind of permission to just stay inside.
Exactly. You can just be at home, and I think that's quite nice.
So, what is your ideal rainy day then? Like, if you had a full day at home, raining outside, what are you going to do?
Okay, so my ideal rainy day, I'm gonna start with a really slow morning. Like, I'm not gonna rush. I'm gonna make a big cup of tea,
Tea, of course.
always tea, and then I'm probably gonna curl up on the sofa with a book. That's my number one rainy day activity, reading.
Nice. What kind of books do you like?
I like fiction, stories, novels. I find it really easy to get completely lost in a good story, especially when it's raining outside. There's something about the sound of rain that just makes reading even better, I think.
Oh, I totally agree with that. The sound of rain is actually quite cozy, isn't it?
It really is. It's like a background sound, kind of like white noise.
Yeah. Okay, so reading, what else? Because a whole day is quite long.
Right, so in the afternoon, I might do some cooking or baking. I love baking on rainy days. I think baking is the ultimate rainy day activity.
Oh, interesting. What do you bake?
I might make a cake, something simple, or I might bake bread, actually. I've been making sourdough recently.
Sourdough. That's impressive. That takes a long time, doesn't it?
It does, but that's the beauty of a rainy day. You have the time. You're not going anywhere. So you can just potter around the kitchen all afternoon, and the bread is rising, and the house smells amazing.
Oh, that does sound really nice, actually.
And then you eat warm bread at the end, and it's just perfect.
I am now really jealous of your rainy days.
What about you, Paul? What's your rainy day like?
Okay, so mine is a little less wholesome than yours, I think. I'm gonna be honest, my rainy day almost always involves watching a lot of TV or films.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'll probably spend most of the morning just watching something. I might start a new series or I'll rewatch something that I love.
Do you have a go-to comfort show? Like something you always come back to?
Yes. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you what it is because it's a bit embarrassing.
Oh, now you have to tell us.
Fine. It's a nature documentary, like David Attenborough type stuff. I find it so relaxing, I could watch it for hours.
That's not embarrassing at all. That's lovely.
I thought you might laugh at me.
No, I actually think that's a great rainy day watch. Very cozy.
It is, and I make a big pot of coffee, I get a blanket.
Oh, the blanket is essential.
The blanket is non-negotiable, and I just watch documentaries and do nothing for a few hours.
That sounds genuinely lovely, but do you ever feel guilty? Like, I should be doing something productive?
Oh, yes, definitely. Around lunchtime, I start to feel a bit restless, and I think, okay, I probably should do something useful. So in the afternoon, I might do some tidying, or I might catch up on some work, or I might go for a walk.
Oh, really? Even in the rain?
Yeah, I think I might go out even if it's still raining. Not if it's pouring. Like if it's absolutely bucketing down, I'll stay in. But a light drizzle, I don't mind. I'll put on a rain jacket and just go for a short walk.
I respect that. I'm much less likely to go outside. I think once I'm inside on a rainy day, I'm inside. I'm committed.
Once you're on the sofa, you're not moving.
Exactly. The sofa has me. I'm not going anywhere.
What about meeting friends? Do you ever make plans with friends on rainy days?
Yes, actually. I think rainy days are perfect for that. Like, if I'm going to meet a friend, I'd rather meet them for coffee indoors or have them come over to my place. We might cook together or watch a film or just sit and chat for hours.
That's really nice. I think there's something about bad weather that makes people want to be together, you know?
Yes, exactly. Because you're not going to go outside and do something, you're just going to be together and talk. And sometimes that's the best kind of time with friends.
I agree. Okay, what about this? Do you have any rainy day habits that you think are a little bit unusual, like things you only do on rainy days?
Okay, this is maybe a bit strange, but on rainy days, I like to reorganize things. Like I might reorganize my bookshelf or clean out a cupboard, things that I never do normally.
That is very specific.
I know, but I think it's because the house feels like a little world on a rainy day, and I want it to be just right, everything in its place.
That actually makes a lot of sense. You're nesting.
Yes, I'm nesting. What about you?
For me, I think I listen to a lot more music on rainy days. Like, I'll put on a playlist and just let it play all day in the background. And I'm much more likely to listen to sad music or slow music on a rainy day.
Oh, that's interesting. The weather affects your music mood.
Completely. I'm not going to put on upbeat pop music when it's gray outside. I'm going to want something slow and a bit melancholy.
That's so true. Rain and sad music just go together.
They really do. Okay, last question, Eva. If you could design the perfect rainy day, everything goes exactly how you want, what would it look like? You know what's interesting? I never really thought about how much the weather changes what I want to do. But it's true. On a sunny day, I want to be active, and on a rainy day, I just want to slow everything right down.
I think that's really natural. I read somewhere that rain actually has a calming effect on people. The sound of it, the gray light, it literally slows your brain down a little bit.
That actually explains a lot, because I always sleep better on rainy nights.
Oh, completely. A rainy night is the best night for sleeping. The sound is so soothing.
There's even a word for that feeling, isn't there? When you feel cozy and warm inside while it's bad weather outside?
Yes, I think it's the Danish word, hygge. It's that feeling of warmth and coziness, especially when you're inside and it's cold or rainy outside.
Hygge, yes, exactly. I love that concept. I think the British version of hygge is just making a cup of tea and sitting by the window watching the rain.
That's exactly it. Very simple, very British. And actually, I think that's one of the reasons people come to love rainy weather, because it gives you that excuse to be cozy.
Right. Sunny days are great, but they don't really give you that same feeling of being wrapped up and safe inside.
No, exactly. Rainy days have their own kind of magic.
Can I ask you something? Do you think where you grew up affects how you feel about rainy days?
Oh, that's a really interesting question. What do you mean?
Well, like, if you grow up somewhere where it rains a lot, maybe you just learn to love it. Whereas if you're from a hot country, rain might feel more exciting or unusual.
Yes, I think so. I grew up somewhere where it rained quite a lot, and I genuinely think that shaped how I feel about it. Rain just feels normal to me, and normal feels comfortable.
Same for me. And I've spoken to people who grew up in really sunny places, and they say that when it rains, they find it quite exciting, almost like an event.
That's lovely. For us, it's just another Tuesday, but for them, it's special.
Exactly. I love that. Rain means different things to different people depending on where they're from.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, so I'm going to wake up with no alarm. Nice and slow. Make tea, look out the window at the rain and feel happy about it. Then I'm going to spend the morning reading a really good book that I can't put down. Then in the afternoon, I'm going to bake something, probably bread or maybe a banana cake. And I might have a friend come over in the evening and we're going to eat the food I baked and watch a film together. And then I'm going to go to bed early. That's it. That's the perfect rainy day.
That sounds absolutely perfect. That sounds genuinely wonderful.
What about yours?
Mine is similar, actually. Slow morning with coffee. Maybe I'll try to do a bit of writing. I enjoy writing, but I never do it. I think on a rainy day, I might actually sit down and write something. Then lunch, something warm like soup or pasta. Then an afternoon film, a long one, like 3 hours. And then in the evening, I might go to a pub, because there's nothing better than a warm pub on a rainy evening.
Oh, that's actually such a good call. The pub on a rainy night is a completely different vibe to the pub on a sunny day.
It's so much cozier. Everyone's a bit damp from the rain, and you've got a warm drink.
And no one's in a rush to leave because it's horrible outside.
Exactly.
I love that. Okay. I think we've both concluded that rainy days are actually quite wonderful.
I think we have. I started this conversation saying I feel disappointed when it rains, and now I'm actually looking forward to the next rainy day.
You're welcome. That's what Easy English Chats is here for, to change your perspective on the weather.
All right, well, that's all for today's episode of Easy English Chats. I hope you enjoyed listening to our conversation about rainy day plans.
If you'd like to practice your English, here are a few things to try. First, think about your rainy day. What are you going to do? Try to describe it out loud or write it down using phrases like, I'm going to, I might, or I'll probably.
And second, what's your favorite rainy day word or phrase from today? We use words like cozy, drizzle, curl up, potter around. See if you can use one of them in a sentence this week.
We'd love to hear from you too. What do you do on a rainy day? Let us know in the comments section. We really enjoy hearing from our listeners.
Thank you so much for listening to Easy English Chats. It means a lot to us that you spend your time with us.
It really does. We'll see you in the next episode. Until then, take care, keep practicing, and we hope wherever you are, the sun is shining.
Or maybe it's raining, and now you know exactly what to do.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.